Hey, it's Jennifer from Happiness is Homemade For, and welcome to my channel. Alright y'all, today we are going to do some more bee DIYs, and we're going to decorate a bee tiered tray using pretty much everything from Dollar Tree, including our Dollar Tree tiered tray that we made. So we made this tray last year for Valentine's Day. So if you did not see that video, I will link it down below for you so you can just see how to make it, what we used, how to make it. So everything that we make today, we're going to decorate the tiered tray at the end when we're finished. And of course, we are going to use our little marshmallow people that we just made the other day in a video. If you did not see it, I will link it for you. These are the marshmallows. We made our little marshmallow people. They are so easy to make. Just a few little things from Dollar Tree, and they are adorable. And our little hats to go with them. Everything right here is Dollar Tree. And there's no crocheting because I don't know how. So I figured out how to kind of get the look of crochet without actually doing it. So I'll also link this video for you. So I have so many ideas to share with you today. First off, we're gonna do a book stack. So we're just gonna take one of the little wooden crates from Dollar Tree. This is the one with like the closed, there's like no gaps. So first off, what I'm gonna do, I really thought about it. I think I'm gonna paint mine black. You can paint your books black, white, yellow, get creative with it, whatever you wanna do. But I think I decided I wanna paint mine black. So I'm gonna take Riley's Avengers mat that I always paint on, and I'm just going to paint this whole entire thing black. And then once I do that, I will adjust the camera. That way you can see everything that we're gonna do. Okay, so now this is completely painted black, one coat of that black apple barrel paint. I'm gonna take this white like paint marker, it's like a paint pen. This is from the Crafter Square section at Dollar Tree. You can get paint markers anywhere. And all I'm gonna do is, like right here, where like the grooves are, I'm just gonna like, basically just go straight across. Kind of give it a little separation to kind of make it look like 3 books stacked on top of each other. Now went ahead, I did the back side also. Now you do not have to do this, or you could take like a very thin little paintbrush and do like a little line of white if you want. Like I said, you don't have to do that. Okay. Now I'm gonna take, these are Dollar Tree stickers. They come in green, red, black, but they don't come in white. So all I did was I took one of the sheets and I painted them white. So I just took basic, once again, just basic white apple barrel paint. I think there's like 3 or 4 coats on here, but now I have white stickers. So I thought about like Farm Fresh Honey, Honeybee Farms. I think that's really cute. Local raw honey, local fresh honey, you know, kind of whatever you want to say. But here's what you're gonna do is, you take your stickers. The best thing you can do is start backwards. Whatever word you want to do, start and spell backwards. That way you can get your placement just right. So what I say I'm gonna do? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do, y'all, my memory, I'm gonna do Honeybee Farms. So I need a Y. So right here, I'm gonna kind of come over here. If you want, you can just kind of sit it there before you actually like press it, just to make sure you get everything just right. So now I have my Y. I'm now gonna like start spelling backwards. All right, so we're gonna do our H for our honey. And normally my fingernails like help me kind of grab it, but I fell the other day and broke a bunch of my nails when I fell. Okay, so I got honey on there. And y'all, it's not perfect. It's probably a little slanted and wonky, but that's okay for me. If you want, like, you can have yours precise. But now that I have it on there, I'm just going to press it on because it's a sticker. Alright, so I got the honey. I'm going to skip the B for right now because B obviously is only 3 letters. And I don't know if I want it like centered or if I want it to all line up. So we're going to go ahead down here and do the farms. Alright, look how cute that is. If you want, you could take you some Mod Podge and just go right over top of that to make sure that these little stickers don't like peel off later. Okay, so that's that for right now. We are not finished with this. I have another idea, but I want to do a couple other things before we come back to this right here. All right, our next thing we're gonna do is, I've got these little like chalkboard little tags from Dollar Tree. You can use any shape that you have or anything that you want, just kind of give you an idea. So I got this little like chalkboard tag, and I have that bee cling from Dollar Tree. We already used the bee on one project, so I'm gonna use this bee right here. And then I've got, okay y'all, seriously, Dollar Tree has been putting like wood beads on a lot of their signs. This was a Christmas one. This was from Thanksgiving. They have some out right now in the whole coastal section. So, and we're gonna use some of these little wooden beads that was on this. And I've already used this one a few times for other projects. So seriously, so just remember, even if you don't like the sign, even though this was cute as can be, any sign, those beads, you can use those beads to do little crafts with. All right, first off, you're gonna cut your bee out as close as you can without cutting any of your bee. Like, you know, you don't want to cut it like the antenna or the wings or legs or anything off. Real quick, I'm just going to brush white paint onto this. And I'm going to see if this works out for me a little bit better. If not, I only ruined one tag. Okay, since I went ahead and just painted that white really quick, now we can take our bee and hopefully it'll stand out a lot better on the white than the black. Kind of do it at an angle. Oop, yep. Okay, so I'm just gonna rub this sticker on here really well with this cling. Make sure you really rub the edges. Now, to make sure that this decal stays on here, you can do a little layer of Mod Podge. Just kind of put some on there, and then just brush it right over top of that bee. Really focusing on your edges. And Mod Podge dries clear, so don't worry about that. Okay, look how cute. Well, that it's kind of drying. I'm gonna sit that right there for a minute. Now I'm gonna take some of those beads that we had from that little sign. I'm gonna paint them yellow and black. I've got this this Waverly chalk paint. This is from Walmart. It's like 2 something. This is the color Maize. And then once again, I'm gonna just take that black apple barrel paint. I've got one of the little skewers. This is like in the kitchen section at Dollar Tree, just a little wooden skewer. I'm gonna put these little beads on here so I can paint them. Right, that way, like I won't get paint like all over my fingers. I'm just gonna take a little paintbrush in that maize color, and I'm gonna go ahead and paint this one bead yellow first. Now we'll paint these 2 black. I'm just going to spin it and let it paint itself for me. Alright, now that the Mod Podge is dry, I'm now just going to take a basic black Sharpie marker and we're going to do like the little dots where it looks like the bee, like how it's been traveling. I guess I'm going to start down here in the corner and just kind of like loop maybe a little bit. And I'm gonna do is just little like dots. Instead of like dashes, I think I'm just gonna do dots. I tried to do the little loopity-doo. I am not good at that little loopy thing, but that's cute. And then I think I'm gonna go ahead and do like little marks along the side, just to add a little something else to it. Almost like it looks like stitching going down the side. Just a little something like that. I mean, it's nothing perfect. It just adds a little something else to it. All right, now that same little tag, little string kind of that came with it, I'm just gonna take these beads and I'm just gonna loop it. I'm just gonna like strand them right through here. Just kind of push that up through the bottom. All right, so we got that right there. I'm just gonna push it back through that hole. So now that I push that back through that hole, I'm just going to push my beads through that little loop, and I'm going to pull it tight. Just kind of loop that all around the little beads, and then look at that! Look how cute that is! All right, now we can add a little bow onto this if you want. All right, I'm gonna take some of this this black and white gingham check from Dollar Tree. Just push my little beads up, and I think I'm gonna put a bow right down here. All right, so I'm gonna tie just a basic little bow, just like tying your shoes. Look how cute that is. Oh my gosh, y'all, that is adorable. Now notice my bead wants to like slide off the top. So I'm just gonna do a little thing of hot glue right down like inside that bead because I don't need it to move and go anywhere. So I'm just gonna put a little thing of hot glue right there. Okay, all I just did a little dab of hot glue kind of right there and like kind of like touching the little rope. So now I can shake it upside down and those beads won't come off. But seriously, look how cute and easy that was. And that is everything from Dollar Tree. All right, love it. All right, now you have maybe seen like these little wooden cutlery sets that Dollar Tree has. This one says like happy birthday. They had some last year for like patriotic. They've got these like in the coastal section. We're gonna take some of these. I don't want to see like the happy birthday, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paint from like what you see down, black, yellow, white, whatever color like you're making this for, you do that, and then we're going to do something really cute with the spoons, just like we did with like the bigger ones with the bees and the ladybugs. Okay, so I'm going to do, just hold it. Like I said, right there. And you can even put like some tape or something if you want. That way you can have like a perfect straight line. Or just paint like that first. Then go ahead and paint your spoon. Like I said, all I'm going to do is paint the handle. Just like that. I'm going to go ahead and do like the sides and the back too. Just so it, looks good. All right, so now that we have these painted, and actually I went ahead, I did 2 coats. We're gonna take our hot glue gun and we're gonna make it look like it's been dipped in honey, just like we did with the larger spoons. So, okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold my little spoon. I'm just gonna take my hot glue gun and I'm gonna squeeze this just to look like it's been dipped down in honey. And I want that hot glue to just kind of like run down. And I want to make sure I get like around the edge. You can even go like around the back side too if you want. There is no wrong way to do it. I'm just going to hold it upright. That way that hot, I almost said honey. That way that hot glue can kind of like run down. So I'm just going to take this mug for a minute. And I'm going to sit that right down in there. That way I can go ahead and do our other ones. And they don't have to match. Don't feel like they have to be exactly the same. Just get you a bunch of hot glue on there. Careful not to burn yourself. You don't even have to touch this hot glue. Once again, I'm just gonna hold it upright and let that run down. And, feel free, go ahead, like look, we can do the back side too. It just kind of depends on where you're gonna have these sitting, like, on display. So let's kind of do that. Just put some on the back also. All right, can you see? Look at all 3 of those, and none of those are identical. None of that hot glue, which is going to be honey, looks the same, and I love that. Okay, so now we just have to let this glue completely dry before we do our next step. All right, while we're waiting for that to dry, we are going to use our little wooden bee stickers again. If you have been crafting with me, you know that these are from Amazon, but if not, but if this is your first time, these adorable little wooden bees are stickers. I got 120. I got 60 of these adorable little bees, and I also got 60 ladybugs. So I got 120 for, I think like it was $8 or $9. If you're familiar with Amazon, their prices go up and down constantly, and sometimes even in the same day. I'll link mine down in the description box, but also if you just go into Amazon, type in mini wooden bees or ladybug, whatever stickers, so many different ones are gonna pop up, different sellers, different quantity. Make sure you pay attention to the quantity. in different prices. But look how adorable they are. And it's the same ones that we've been using on all of our little bee crafts. They're so cute. I love them. All right, so now everywhere where that glue was, I'm gonna take that same Waverly chalk paint in Maize, and we're gonna paint all of the hot glue. But like I said, only the hot glue part. I'm just gonna take a little paintbrush, and I'm just gonna carefully, like I said, paint the hot glue only. And this is gonna be like our honey. All right, seriously, look how cute. That is 3 coats of that yellow paint. You can use any shade of yellow that you want, any brand that you want. I just happen to have this, that's why I'm using it. So now we're gonna take these, and it really like reminds me of something like Winnie the Pooh. So if you love like Winnie the Pooh, you could do something like this. But now we're gonna take some of our little wooden bees, and we're gonna put them on here. Like I said, it's a sticker, so you can just stick it on, or you could do a little extra little dab of hot glue onto like the little sticker part. But I'm just gonna put these little bees like they're right here in the honey, and just kind of hold that down, press it a little firm, and look. And you can put as many bees as you want onto one of them. I'm gonna take this one down here. I'm gonna have it as if the bee is going up into the honey, and then I'll do another one like it's up here into the honey. See? Okay. Y'all, I seriously love these little bee and little ladybug stickers that we have. All right, now we're gonna add little bows to these. I think with these, you need a little skinny, little narrow ribbon. I have this from Hobby Lobby. It's black, just kind of like trimmed out and like in the white. This, okay, when this is on sale, it's seriously now cheaper than Dollar Tree because it's $1.99, but every other week it's 50% off at Hobby Lobby. So I got this for $1, and you get 15 feet, which is 5 yards, which is also more than Dollar Tree ribbon. So it's not on sale this week. It will be, ribbon will be 50% off next week, which is the week like after Mother's Day. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make 3 tiny little bows. I'm just going to get me like a tail, just make my little loop. And then once again, I'm just gonna make a little bow, just like, you know, tying your shoes. All right, so this made like a little bow, like I said, just like I'm tying my shoes. I'm gonna cut each one, or the little tails, just like a little angle. See, look how cute, just cute little bow. I'm gonna go ahead and make. All right, so now that we have 3 cute little bitty bows made, I'm now just gonna hot glue each one like right above like where we painted at. Just gonna glue that right under there. Just gonna do a little dab of hot glue, just kind of right there in the center, and then just stick each one of our little bows right into it. Careful not to burn yourself. Okay. And you could either put them straight on, you put them straight, you could do like a little cockeyed like that, kind of like a little corner. Let's try that. Let's try one like in a corner, right here, and then now we'll just kind of lay it. Kind of a little angle, just like that. But also making sure that I cover my little paint line. Okay, so I got one straight, one in the middle, one at this angle, and now I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna put this one over here, this angle. Okay, so once again, just a little dab of hot glue. I'm gonna go over onto that side. I'm gonna like tilt my bow a little bit. Just like that. Oh my gosh. Seriously, look how cute these are. And if you wanted, you could do like little white polka dots or something down here on the black. You could do, like I said, you could paint this any other color, but I just think that is so cute. All right, now I've got this black coffee mug from Dollar Tree. They have these right now. I got this one the other day. We also had one that we did ladybugs on, and the ladybug one is adorable. So I want to do the same thing with bees. All right, so decide, like, you know, which way you want your handle. And I'll lay my coffee mug down on this rag that I've been using. And I'm going to take that same white paint marker. And I'm just going to do little dots. And I'm going to do, like I said, just little dots. And I'm going to attempt to do a loop-de-dee-loo. Okay, so like that. Have it coming up. And I'm going to stick a little bee sticker. And then maybe have that kind of go in. Look how cute. Alright, I'm going to do one kind of coming from this direction. Like down here at the bottom. Just little dots. And he won't go up all the way. I'll have this one kind of stop short. And then stick that on there. I mean, seriously, look how cute. And we can go all the way around it if you want to. So that's two. Kind of like I'm just going to turn it. Because it kind of depends on like where you're displaying this, like how you're going to use it to decorate. So again, I'm just doing little dots. Okay. Alright, let's see. Let's do one more over here. And this time I'm going to try like another little loop-de-dee-doo. For some reason, these are so hard for me to do. Alright, I'm going to start looping. I mean, I did it, but they're so hard for me. It's like my mind is like, wait a minute, what? Alright, and I'm going to put one like right here too, just in case. Like I said, I don't really know how we're displaying this just yet. Alright, look how cute this is. And y'all, this would make a really cute Mother's Day gift, which is this weekend. Look at that. That's adorable. Now this obviously is for decoration only. Okay, so now I have this like honeycomb. This little ribbon right here from Dollar Tree. And I'm gonna take that black and white ribbon I've been using. Now I'm gonna put these two together. I'm just gonna kind of like line them up together. And then we're gonna tie a bow onto the handle like we did with the Ladybug one. Just trying to keep them together. And now once again, I'm just going to tie a basic, cute little bow, just like tying my shoes. Trying to keep these two ribbons together. Okay, I'm going to cut those right there. Alright, since we've got the cute little bow now tied on there, I have this little white daisy. I'm going to glue this little white daisy like right in the center of our little bow. I'm just going to put some hot glue right here on the back of this flower. That way I can control where I want to put it. Not too much, you don't need a lot of glue. Okay, and I'm going to like put it right here in the center of our cute little bow that we just did. Look how cute! Seriously, this would make the cutest little Mother's Day gift, y'all. So that, I'm gonna take that brown shred from Dollar Tree. I love to craft with this stuff. I'm just gonna put some down in here inside this mug. I love the craziness of it too. All right, now we're gonna take our adorable little spoons that we just did and we're gonna put them down in here. And the shred is gonna help hold them and prop them up for us. I mean, seriously. Yeah, I love it. That is so cute. All right, I have an idea. I'm gonna take, I've got one of those little seashell ones. I'm gonna take one more and I'm gonna show you something else that you could do with these. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna paint this one black again, really quick too. All right, so I painted that one black really quick. I now just have some parchment, that parchment like baking paper and just an old plate. I'm gonna sit that right there. And there may be a better way of doing this, but I don't know it. So I'm just gonna take a bunch of hot glue. I'm gonna stick it right there in the center, just like a bunch, like just make it almost like a puddle. Just like a puddle of hot glue. I'm gonna stick my spoon down into that little puddle, and now I'm gonna take the hot glue and drizzle it over the spoon. So therefore it's been like sitting in honey. All right, now I'm gonna let all of that sit and dry, and then I'll show you what we're gonna do with this. All right, so I went ahead and just put my little bow on there real quick. Hey, look. All right, now, once again, everywhere where there's hot glue, I'm gonna paint it in that yellow maze, that maze Waverly chalk paint. So now, once again, everywhere where there's hot glue, I'm gonna paint that yellow maze color. And this will need a few coats of paint. Okay. And I'm doing all of this hot glue down here. And you can be a little sloppy down here because we're gonna end up taking it off of this parchment paper. All right, look at that. All right, now seriously, I've never done this before. The only thing I can think is, now that I have it on there, I'm just gonna cut this parchment paper off. I'm just gonna take some little scissors and I'm just gonna cut all the way around this. That way it only leaves the hot glue. There's probably like a better, easier way. Like I said, I cannot think of it. This is the only thing I could think to do. But as long as you cut, you know, right up against your hot glue and just like take your time to make it look neat, you will never notice. No one will know. I mean, seriously. All right, you know, we gotta stick some little bees in it. Let's get one right down there. And on this one, because I'm not gonna put this down the bow or to that little cup, so you can have like some, like down here, a little handle. So this one, like you could have like 3 up here in the honey. Or you could do one like down here and have like 2 on that little handle. Look at that. Oh my gosh, y'all, this is gonna be so cute on our tier tray. All right, another like quick, the easiest probably little DIY you'll ever do. Get you a honey bear from Dollar Tree. Seriously, look at this adorable little, this is real honey bear. I'm just gonna take, once again, I think a thin ribbon will look best. So I'm gonna take that black and white little stitching, and I'm just gonna tie an adorable little bow right here around his neck. Now, I think my black and white gingham would look so much better, but I can't find my little thin one. But look how cute that is. And that is another little cute, easy little DIY we just did. All right, so now back to our book stack. I'm gonna take some hot glue and we're gonna do like some honey on the top and as if it's dripping down. So I'm gonna try mine and hopefully this will work and I don't just mess up our cute little book stack. But I'm just gonna do some hot glue like up here on the top. Just kind of like a little puddle, hot glue. I'm gonna have it kind of like drizzle down a little bit. You know, just like it's the honey. And then we'll also paint this, that same shade of yellow. I think it needs like 3 runoffs. I like to do things in 3. Okay, so I have it like right there. If you can tell that, it's so hard at this angle for me to tell. But okay, so I have it on the front. I'm gonna turn it onto the back because on mine you will see the back. And I'm gonna put it at the opposite side. Okay, just a bunch of hot glue right there on the top. And then just have some, just kind of like it's dripping down. You know, put as much as you want on there. Look at that! Look how cute! Oh my gosh, I love it. And you can do as much, like I said, you could put it like all the way down if you want. You can go around the sides. You could do like a big puddle on the top. But I'm gonna have one of my marshmallows sitting up here. That's why I didn't go like crazy with it. But look how cute that is. All right. Now I wanna make another beehive. So we've got the little one. We've got the little topper. But I want kind of like a bigger one. So this is a 3-pack, yeah, a 3-pack of these little pots from Dollar Tree. I just thought it had like a good shape and size to it. And I've got some rope from Dollar Tree. This is the 9.5 feet long, the 2.8 meters. So I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna wrap this. So if you have made a beehive before or you've seen me, then you know exactly what to do. If you haven't, I will get you started and we'll show you what we're gonna do. You just take your rope, you're gonna need your hot glue gun and probably like an extra glue stick or two. And I'm gonna put some hot glue down here on the edge. You always start at the bottom of mine. And I'm just gonna lay that rope right down into that hot glue. Kind of as close to the edge as possible. And just be careful, don't burn yourself. The little finger protectors from Dollar Tree is great to use for something like this. All right, you can kind of like skip a little spot here and there. Just put a little bit more hot glue. Just wrap that around into that hot glue, kind of push it down, make sure, like I said, you're on the edge, like on that rim. I'm gonna continue to hot glue this and wrap, hot glue and wrap, all the way until I get up to the top, and then I'm gonna show you the next step. All right, so surprisingly, one got us pretty far. So this was one package of rope. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna continue what I've been doing. I just hot glue right above that rope. Do not go on top of the rope. I just go right above it, and then I just lay that rope down into it, push it, make sure there's no little gaps. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and hot glue the end of this piece down. Okay. I'm gonna push that down into that hot glue right there. All right. Now all you're gonna do is just take up your next bundle of rope, and you're just gonna match up the ends as best as you can. Okay, just put a bunch of like hot glue right there and kind of go down. Take your next set of rope, go right up against it to the one that you just ended, push down really firm. And then all you're gonna do is continue, take your hot glue, go above like the rope, not on top of the rope, like you don't want it on your rope. You just go right above it, kind of do you a little bit. Okay. Lay your rope down into that hot glue. Make sure like there's no gaps. You don't want any gaps. And then I'm just going to continue. Kind of skip a little bit. Put some hot glue there. I'm going to put some over to here. And then I will just take my rope, push it down into that. I'm going to go ahead and take my end, and I'm going to make a loop. However long I want like the little hanger to be. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take the end, the tail, I'm gonna cut about 5 inches. It does not have to be precise. I'm just trying to give you an idea of what I'm doing. So I'm gonna cut like 5 inches off at the very end of the tail. Okay. I'm now gonna take my rope, I'm gonna bend it to kind of make that little loop. I'm gonna put hot glue right up here in the top in 2 spots, like there and over here. And I'm gonna take my tails, my rope, my little loop, I'm gonna take the ends and I'm gonna put it down into that hot glue. So I do that one right there, and I'm gonna do this one right here. I'm gonna make sure that I hold my little loop up in the air, straight up. And just be careful, don't burn yourself. All right, so now I'm gonna continue with the same rope that I've been using that's still attached, and I'm just gonna keep hot gluing around. So just right, like I said, I'm gonna go right above the rope, not on top of the rope, but above it. Just make sure you don't have any gaps. I'm just kind of adjusting for the shape of my little pot here. See what I'm saying? I don't want a gap or anything right there. So I'm trying to push that down. All right, so now I am just gonna keep looping and hot gluing all the way around this little loop that we just had. So I'm just gonna put some hot glue all the way around this. Okay, now I'm just going to twist that rope into all of that hot glue, going right around it. I'm going to take some scissors because I do not want to burn myself. I just need to push down into that hot glue. Okay, now I'm going to put a bunch of hot glue right here. Just kind of like a little puddle of hot glue. I'm gonna take that rope and some scissors, and we'll push that rope down into that hot glue. Loop it around again. All right, so this is pretty much gonna end it. So I'm just gonna cut me some off. All right, so now this tail that I have left, I'm now gonna work it and hot glue it down into like the little opening on the top that we have. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a bunch of hot glue, just squirt hot glue right down inside there. I'm gonna take that rope, and once again my scissors, and I'm gonna push all that right down inside there. And actually I think I cut my rope a little too long, so I can just trim that off. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna take all of that, and we'll push that down into that hot glue. Really firm. Look at that. All right, now the rope that we just cut off, the excess that we didn't need, we're now gonna do like our little opening, like our little door. Of course, you want that to be like your front and centered. You know, make sure you have your loop front. Actually, our little loop could have been a little bit bigger, but that's still a good size. All right, I think I'm gonna start down here. So I'm gonna put some hot glue like right there. I'm just gonna lay the end of my rope into that hot glue. And just press that really good. Alright, you know what? I think that's exactly how I want my little door to be. So, I think because I like that size, I'm just going to lift my rope up and put hot glue like on the back of my rope. Just kind of going around, putting a little hot glue on the back of it. And I'm just going to lay that right onto my our little beehive here. Now, I have to cut our end here. Alright, so once again, like right where we just started, I'm going to put some hot glue. And I'm going to put our rope, our end, into that glue to make our cute little entryway. Okay, now I'm going to put some hot glue as if it's like the honey coming out of our little beehive. The whole little like dripping honey like we have everywhere else. I'm going to put some over here this time too. Just a little bit. It's kind of dribbling. Alright, like we've been doing. Bunch of hot glue kind of coming down. I will let that dry, and then we're going to paint that yellow. And I forgot, I got to paint the inside of our little door black. I completely skipped that step. Alright, so now that our honey, like the yellow paint, the honey is dry. Okay, so I completely forgot to paint the little inside black. I probably should have done that first before the yellow, but I got sidetracked. I just completely forgot about it. I'm just going to take another black paint marker. And I'm just going to color that black in just with this. You could also just take like a very fine little paintbrush. Okay, see how much better that looks. So you can really like you're looking inside of it. I'm gonna have one like up here at the top. One like right here at the top. Push down really firm. Remember, you can always add a little bit of hot glue to your bees. Yeah, on this rope, it may be a good idea to hot glue them. Okay. All right, so now I've got to take my favorite black and white gingham ribbon. I'm going to wrap it around our little loop up here. And once again, I'm just going to tie a basic little bow. Cut that off at an angle. I mean, look how cute this is. And you can always add some flowers or greenery to it. All right, I'm gonna cut this little greenery right here. And I'm gonna like hot glue it and have it kind of like coming out and sticking out from our little bow. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some hot glue like on the end of our little stem, and you don't need a lot, just a little bit of hot glue just so it can kind of like grab a hold. I'm gonna stick it underneath the bow. Just let that kind of adhere, grab a hold. Once again, I'm just gonna put some hot glue on the end of our little stem. And I'll stick some, maybe kind of coming up here. And I'll just hold that into the little rope until it dries. Kind of lift that up, stick that underneath there. All right, now I'm gonna hot glue a beautiful little daisy. All right, once again, it's a little bit of hot glue, just right on the end of that little stem. And I'll lift up my ribbon. And I'm gonna put this beautiful little daisy. Oh my goodness, seriously, look how cute this is. Oh, I love that. Adding some flowers, some greenery, I think really helped that. Okay. Now our beehive. Let's add a couple of bees, or beehive. Now our book stack. Let's add a couple little bees to our book stack real quick. Stick one like up here, like up in the glue. Yeah, I think adding some little bees on there too. That's really cute. We may put like one or two more once we like start decorating. But I have another one of our little, the little pot huggers. It's for your plants. I love these, y'all. I have a ladybug too. So I'm just gonna take this off here. And if you made like the riser with me, you probably already know what I'm about to do. I'm just gonna take that same gingham ribbon we've been using. I'm gonna wrap it right here around his little leg. And then I'm just gonna tie another basic little bow, just like tying our shoes. Seriously, just that little bow. All right, so I'm gonna cut that off at an angle. Whoop. Okay, yeah, but look, just that little bow, that really adds something to it. It really adds a lot to that. All right, so now let's decorate our Dollar Tree tiered tray with everything that we just made. And we'll probably add like maybe a little greenery, maybe some flowers here and there. But y'all, this stuff is so cute. I cannot wait to decorate this tray with it. So let's start up top. We'll do our little book stack. See how cute that is. I'm gonna take one of our little marshmallow people that we made in our little beehive topper. And then we can add like another little bee sticker, like right up here by our little marshmallow, our little beehive. And if you did not see where we made the little marshmallow person and the little toppers, I will link that video down in the description box and at the very end for you. But, all right, so we got that right there. Let's try, let's now take our, look at that beehive. Y'all, seriously, that is so pretty. I love that. I mean, you could even add a little bit more like greenery to it, some more flowers to it, but I just think that is so pretty. I'm gonna put this down here. I need something big at the bottom. So let me put that like right there. And then over on this side, we'll do our mug. That is seriously so cute. Now, I think I'm gonna take some of that reindeer moss that we used for the rabbit when we did like the Peter Rabbit tier tray. I think I'm gonna put some of that down here and then have the beehive sitting on that. Just to add some like texture, some greenery. I would just kind of put that like right over here. Just right where it's gonna be sitting. Right. Now let's take our little gate. So yo, when I craft, I do things that we can use like several different times. So we made this when we did the little like benches, little stools, risers, whatever you want to call them. We did a bunch of little gates too. Everything right here is also like Dollar Tree. So we'll just prop that down there. All right, and since we're gonna have like our little gate right there, let's do a little bit more greenery. That kind of like earthy look. Let's put our adorable little bear. If you wanted, you could probably peel this sticker off. That right there, the little bear. The one last year was two little bees high-fiving, so that one's really cute, and I still have that one. But we can stick this up here for like our whole like honeybee farm, because you got the honey. Okay. We can put our little honey dipper, our little spoon dipped in the honey. We leave that right up here. Kind of goes perfect with the honey, and then you got your little spoon dipped down into the honey. All right, I am not sure about this yet. We need something to it. Let's go ahead, let's turn around to the back, because you see the back of mine. Let's turn that around. let's take our little bitty little bee, our little pot hugger, and let's put him on the back side of that cup. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna stick a little bee right over here. Just add a little something to the back. Just a couple little bees right there. Okay, so these little hooks, it's just on there with like a little screw. I'm gonna go ahead and unscrew these and see what it looks like without the little hooks on here, little hangers. So once you get the screw out, it's got like a little bit of glue, I guess, to it. Just kind of pull it right off. All right, now I think I can get this to actually like prop up and lay against stuff. So okay, I think I now want to take our cute little bee here and kind of like prop him against the beehive. Oh yeah, see, I like that. Right, because those hooks kept kind of getting in the way. So now he's propped up against the little beehive. That's adorable. There, now we can take our adorable little tag. This seriously turned out so cute. We can just kind of like prop this here. Do something kind of like that. Just kind of sit it there. Let's see. All right, let's spin around towards the back. All right, so our back side. Gonna a little bit more of the greenery right here for our gate. This mossy reindeer moss. Okay, now we're gonna put our cute little gate back here. Okay, yeah, that looks cute right there. Now we could take our adorable little, our little bee, and we can put him. Let's do maybe like our little gate over this way more, and then our little bee right here. And then look how cute that is. All right, now it's time to add like the filling, like the greenery and the flowers and everything. All right, so now I'm just gonna take some of this greenery. This is Hobby Lobby. I always use this like all around the house. I'm just gonna just lace them kind of here and there. Bless you. Okay, I'm gonna take a couple of my little daisies here. And I just like to take the heads, like the little stem, and just pop it off. That way I can like reuse for something else later. And then just put like a couple little daisies, just a couple little flowers kind of here and there. Something like that. Oh my gosh, y'all. I love this. It turned out so cute. And everything was so easy. And everything except for the little bees is from Dollar Tree. So I love this. Very affordable. Tiered tray. Everything is Dollar Tree. So I love crafting on a budget. It does not have to be expensive. So I mean, we just made the cutest little tray and like bee decor to get you through. This is gonna be like all summer long. You know, spring, summer, whatever you want it to be. But how cute is this? And it'll also be cute, like in another month or so, you can do bees and watermelon. You know, kind of mix it all together. I decorate with bees, lemons, and strawberries. I also do some watermelon kind of here and there. So I do my hut. I got shelves over here. I have several tiered trays that I like to decorate. So, but this was like a cute little start for like our spring and summer season. But I love this. Trying to think like what is my favorite. This little spoon, this little thing right here, that turned out really cute. So I really like this. And then our beehive. This beehive, add in just some flowers to it. I love that. That's cute. I love it. so let me know which one is your favorite. And two, are you doing like bees this year? All right, so we also are gonna have, so a lot more to come. We have ladybugs and lemon, like tiered trays that we're gonna do. And sadly, I have to like take this apart so I can do everything else. But I may use like a different tray or something because this is so cute. Or I will just transfer this stuff to another tier tray because I like to use this tray because we made it together. You know, it shows you what you can do using Dollar Tree items and then how to decorate it. So that's why I always love to use this one in all of our videos. But all right, this weekend is Mother's Day. So I just wanted to wish you a very happy and blessed Mother's Day in case you don't come back Friday for a Dollar Tree haul. But yeah, so just make sure if you like this video that you give me a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, make sure you hit the little bell. But all right, I hope that you have a wonderful day and I'll see y'all next time. Bye guys. Thanks for watching.